Google Docs. Today I'll be talking about images and drawing. Okay, let's open up our first Google Docs. Let's say we're writing a story, but I want to add a picture. Well, Google Docs has an answer for that. If you go to Insert and hover over Image, there are many different options you can do. You can upload an image from your computer, you can search Google, you can go to your Drive, or you can get your own personal photos that you have. So today we'll search the web. Okay, let's say we're writing about orcas. I'll type in orcas. And let's say I like the first picture that pops up. Now it'll show this over here. And if we don't want this picture, we can just click X. But I want this picture, so I'll click Insert. And there you have it. We have an image. We can also decrease by clicking on these blue squares. Or we can increase by going out. Okay. One thing that I like to do with this image is to break the text. So if we make it, I want to make it smaller, and let's say I want it over here. Now it'll break the text and the text will be all around it. Another thing you can do is to wrap the text, and if you wrap the text, if you make it really small, the text will go around it, such as what it's doing right now. Now it might break up your words, but it might be fine for you in some cases. Now, let's say we want to create our own image. Well, we can go to Insert. Okay, we can go to Insert, and we can click on Drawings. Now, in Drawings, we can create our own image. I want to create a face of me. So, let's select a line that we want to use. I want to use Scribble, so let's create a face. Notice it's kind of hard to do it, but now we can change the color of the line, and we can also decide how thick we want it to be. So let's say we want it really thick. We can click 8px. Now let's make the eyes, the nose, and mouth. Now, notice I'm not very good at drawing, but we can also not do the scribbling line, but also the arrow, the line, and it won't turn out all squiggly and everything. It'll be clear and concise. So we can create a square if we want to by doing so like this, or a rectangle. Another thing we can do is to get a shape. Now, I like to use the arrows to point out where something is. So let's use the simple arrow and point to him. Point to the guy made. Now we can also use a text box. I'll just create a text box over here. And you can use it as a caption or whatever you want. Now, we don't have to just keep it like this. We can go to Actions and click on Word Art. Now we can say same thing, the kid, and it'll pop up like this. Now it doesn't have to necessarily, guys might be thinking, well, this is too big, I don't like the color. Well, it doesn't have to necessarily be like this. You can change it by going into more, and it'll pop up the basic formatting adjustments. So if you don't like the font, we can change it to whichever one we want. And if you don't like the color, we can also change that. We can also drag this around to whatever angle we want, such as what we're doing right now. And if we release, then it'll turn into that. Another thing we can do is to get an image from online, but I see no point in doing that because you can already get an image like how we did before. Now, that's it for today. We can also, we can save and close, and it'll pop up right here. We can extend that. And there we have it. That's it for today.